Now I know what you're thinking. When did James May become a goth? Well, if you had to tour the world with Jeremy Clarkson, you'd become obsessed with suicide too. I'm someone who hates to have their photo taken. Admittedly, very few try, although officers at Operation Newtree had a go. But if a photo has to happen, I insist it be taken from this angle because it hides my worst feature, my personality. I stopped buying dirty magazines when I found out you could sit in a swimming pool viewing gallery for £1. Although you do have to switch swimming pools quite often. I've got a little 3-year-old boy at home. Well, I say home. He's tied up in the garage. Just kidding. He is my son. And surprisingly sweet, actually. And kids really do say the funniest things. Like the other day, he ran up and said, "Daddy, I love Mummy more than you." Women bang on about childbirth and how hard it is. No, I've never given birth, of course. I've had some damn big poos. I needed an epidural for my one last Tuesday. I named it and everything. Called it George Michael, because it took a while to come out. And when it did, it made quite a splash. I went to something called a gastropub the other day. These places are, of course, shit. You go in there on a Saturday afternoon, it's like a fucking crash. Go to the pub to escape that shit. If I wanted to gaze upon a scene of crying, screaming, and broken glass, I'd film myself sleeping. And these places are all about the craft beer, which is basically an excuse to add £1 to a pint. Yeah, but it was made locally. Yeah, but that local brewer is almost certainly a twat. So no, give me a dark, gritty pub any day. The kind of place that reeks of sick and piss and quiet desperation. The only problem with these pubs that I love is that the working classes, almost to a man, hate me. I walk in there with my Herman Hesse book, my Noel Coward coat, and my sensible speech patterns. And they think I'm pretentious. C'est la vie. So as you might have guessed, I get drunk most days. That's because I'm a property analyst. It's not an exciting job. People call me spreadsheet wanker, although that's mainly my mum. It's not easy getting excited about numbers on a spreadsheet, but eventually I do come. As a property analyst, people ask me, why didn't you predict the crash? And I reply, I did predict the crash. I distinctly remember saying, in the months beforehand, that if the paparazzi keep hounding Princess Diana, something will happen. Mark Zuckerberg got his idea for Facebook from a trip to Newcastle. He was inspired by an entire community wandering around, liking their own statements. I'm going down the pub, like. Jackets are for puffs, like. They even like their own misfortune. The shipyard's closed and I've lost my job, like. Zuckerberg thought, wow, and soon after, Facebook was born. So we've got the Geordies to thank for that pile of shit. I've been Mortlake, thanks very much for listening.